All right, folks, JB here. I'm doing the deal a minute with the Texas Portfolio Builders Club. We got a property here, Pinyon Place in the Woodlands. They are currently asking $175,000 for it. Let's fill in some numbers here since we've got it available to us, and then we're going to flip back and forth and just run the deal analyzer, which, by the way, you can get this at portfoliobuildersnetwork.com. All right. After repaired value, we'll get to that here in a minute. Let's see what we got. Let's see, what are the taxes here? $7,800 a year in taxes. There should be an HOA here. We're going to put $1,000. For some reason, it's not in there. But let's see, what else do we need? Square footage, 2,100 square feet. So let's do that. 2,100 square feet. We'll get to market lease here in a minute. Property taxes are $7,800. I think that's a good number for insurance. HOA, let's call it $1,000 a year. Now let's flip over to our comparables. Just take a look at what we got here. Oh man, I hate it when my mouse flips out like that. There it goes. Okay. I'll put us in as an ARV. This is another neighborhood right next door to it. I'll put us in for an ARV of about $500,000. Looks like it should rent. Remember, it's about 2,100 square feet. Looks like it should rent for about, let's call it $3,000. Actually, I guess we could go as high as $3,300. This is the Woodlands, Grogan's Mill. All right, let's call it $500,000. This is an auction, by the way, so their asking price is just the starting price. So let's call it ARV of $500,000. Market lease $3,300. We got that there. Okay, now let's go look at the rehab. That's always the big question. What is the rehab going to be? On properties like this, you can see here, there are no pictures of the inside of the house. So what does that mean? If you go over to our handy dandy deal analyzer here, I literally just put that it needs everything. So I put a 1 or a 0 next to what it needs, drop that in there. We get a total rehab budget, $121,000 or $130,000. Let's take a look what we got here. ARV is $500,000. Renovation is going to be $130,000. My guess is, just going to put this out there, it's not going to sell for $175,000. It's going to sell for way more than that. So if you've ever done the 75% rule, let's just do that real quick. 0.75 times 500 minus 130 gets us an offer price of $245,000. My guess is that's what it's actually going to sell for. Now, you can use this property as a rental property. You can use it as a flip. Property like this, I'd probably flip because you're going to be in it for about $300,000. All right, let's go to just the quick analytics here. You're going to be about $29,000 out of pocket. Now, this is if you wanted to turn it into a rental property. Well, I'll share with you both. You can do rental or flip. Total out of pocket, $29,000. Annual cash flow is going to be negative $5,400. This is assuming you use the BRRRR method. You buy it, renovate it, rent it, and then refinance it. You're going to capture $125,000 in equity. Another way to put that is you could turn around and flip this. That's not going to include your exit costs. You're going to have about 10% in exit costs, probably another $30,000 in exit costs. So you're going to make about $100,000 if you decide to flip this deal. If you hold on to it long term, you're going to pick up about $11,000 a year in depreciation. Your cash on cash return is going to be negative, but you're probably not going to have much in the deal, if anything. Like I said, you're only going to have about $30,000 in this deal. Captured equity at the time of purchase, 433%. So negative cash flow deal, high equity. In fact, some of you, depending on the tax bracket you're in, would probably want to hold this for a year or two, then sell it, because you'll go from earned income to long-term capital gains. That would be my recommendation. And it's going to cost you, actually, it's going to cost you right here about $1,000 a month to hold on to, even if it's rented. So I want you guys to keep that in mind, even if it's rented. Captured equity and appreciation, this is going to be over 5 years, $305,000. Total return of 1,047%, or annual total return of 209%. Oh, I'm sorry. That's total cash flow at the end of 5 years. So if you hold on to it 5 years, again, rents will appreciate. expenses will appreciate as well for inflation. We are assuming, in fact, let's go take a look at it. We're assuming here this property appreciates 7% a year, which is about right for Texas. Our real estate doubles in about 6 to 7 years. Appreciation in rents, so meaning rents go up about 5% a year. And then inflation is about 2.5%. So if you hold on to this property for 5 years, you're going to be putting money into it every month, even when it's rented, because the rents don't keep pace with the cost of mortgage and taxes and insurance and all that. However, you're going to capture $300,000 in equity. You make $300,000 on this deal at the end of 5 years. It's 1,000% return or 200% per year. It's JB, Portfolio Builders Network. Go to the website. You can get this tool and our newsletter. I send out a couple newsletters a week, a couple emails a week. We also host some events. I'll see you guys there.